Then at least you find you can agree with us, Mr. Jones, don't you? Now, I notice you find our television lights rather strange, Mr. Jones. A bit trying, aren't they? Well, you get into the light in more senses than one when you come here. But going back to what I was saying a moment ago, I think you're doing what I used to do before the experts taught me better. You're unconsciously ill-treating your eyes. Get your eyes tested, they said. That's the first thing. And secondly, make sure that you don't work in a bad light.
Seeing is a combination of light and vision. The cornea, being transparent, passes light rays through the iris, which controls the aperture, here called the pupil, and through the lens, which by bending the rays focuses them onto the retina at the back of the eyeball. The retina transmits images by the optic nerve to the brain. Normally the eye is relaxed, but for close viewing, tiny muscles change the shape of the lens to keep focus, and this accommodation, as it is called, imposes strain. Good lighting is essential to good seeing, and hence for good health. As light increases, smaller print can be read without bringing it closer, thus avoiding strain.
Let me have your light meter, John. Thank you. This is a light meter. We measure illumination by it. And just as we talk of sound in terms of decibels, so do we talk of light in terms of foot candles. In here at the moment, there are 120 foot candles.
The eye adapts itself over a tremendous range. In moonlight, it can work with a mere 1/100th of a foot candle. In a well-lit room, there might be as much as 100 foot candles in the daytime. In blazing sunlight, there might be no less than 10,000. Now, just join me in musical fantasy, and let's peep in on the Jones family to see what they might make of their lighting problems. One central fitting can't do everything. This one is for lighting the dining table. It's not really intended for reading, even by the very young. And another thing, walls, furniture, and above all faces look more attractive when sunlight flows across the room. So let's have wall brackets as well. Come on, I said wall brackets. Yes, Grandma, you may well look astonished. You're going to see some changes here. Pendant fittings have their place, but there are ways of making the lighting of a room more friendly, while at the same time getting extra illumination near the walls where a ceiling light can't cope. Let's cheer them up, and they can really see what they're doing everywhere. Where are they going to put that table? Able to see. The Jones family gay enough at present, but just you wait till they start playing cards with that lighting. I thought so. They're all trying to hold their cards to the light. And this nice little lamp, it isn't for reading, no. It's no good climbing on the chair. You want to be on the floor to see properly with that. Let's have another look at the card players. Oh, that's better. And this is better too for young Johnny. His table lamp is now high enough for comfortable reading. It's bedtime for Johnny. Come on, Johnny. Bed. Johnny reads even in bed, but this light is too low altogether. Who's that? Ah, they've gone past. The Jones house is full of mysterious happenings. This new lamp is just the right height and sensibly placed for reading in bed. Johnny could read sitting up too, if he felt like it. There's a time and a place for everything, even for electric light. Occasionally, young people prefer nothing more than the glow from the electric fire. Darkness. What's this? Why is Granny in the dark? Get her out of the room? Oh, certainly not. On the contrary, the poor old dear must have a lot more light for her crochet. Plenty of socket outlets on a ring circuit allow you to have lights just where you need them. Oh, she needs more light still. A silvered spot is just the thing. Muscles of old eyes get tired, so she needs more light than you or I. Ah, me. No rest for the wicked. Forward, Mr. Jones. Standing in your own light, Mrs. Jones. As you move across, it drops to a mere 2 foot candles. And you're in trouble too, Mr. Jones, aren't you? You can't see properly in any part of this kitchen with only a small central fitting. And as for the cupboards, well... No, it's no good. They will just have to go properly into this lighting question and refurbish the whole place. Well, that suits Mrs. Jones down to the ground. So off they go to the local electricity service centre. The salesman tells them that a 60-watt lamp burns 16 hours on 1 unit. 100 watt, that burns for 10 hours. Leave either on all night, and the cost is less than a penny, so why not have bigger lamps? No more fumbling, no excuses for untidiness, and believe it or not, it costs less than striking matches. Well, I imagine there's more to this celebration than just the Reed house. It looks as if the young people have announced their engagement at last. The Joneses certainly have gone to town. Who said fluorescent lamps were only for the kitchen? Look at Father playing with them. But he hasn't finished yet. He's thinking about the new floral light fittings, lighted plinths for flowers or statuary, pin-up fittings to avoid installation troubles, a lighted recess in the meter cupboard door with automatic illumination inside. Notice the rack for spare bulbs. And for his favorite picture, a projector mask to keep the light inside the frame. However tireless the youngsters may be, it's bedtime now for their elders. Mrs. Jones is titivating at a glass which has its own light shining onto her face. That's the secret of mirror illumination. Mr. Jones goes one better with his fluorescent lit bathroom mirror.
But apart from all fun and games, do think over what you see. And remember that good lighting means good health and a greater enjoyment of life at home. And after all, this is something that we can all afford.